Hello. Welcome to today's Daily Boost. And I am your host, Dr. Ndifon here. And it is going to be a Transformation Tuesday. And I hope you came ready for some fresh inspiration. You are going to get into the zone of success. Are you ready? So I want to welcome all of you that are joining me from around the world. Let me know where you're joining from. We have Birgit, we have Kevin, we have Richard, of course we have Jesse, first person to log on. Welcome. And I am looking forward. We have Frida. She says, nice shirt. Thank you. Oh my goodness. It is a Transformation Tuesday. You're entering the success zone. It is going to be a great week, and I'm excited. All of you are joining me from across the globe. And we have Chris from Davenport, Iowa. We love you, Chris, and you are amazing. Get ready, Mark from Alberta. Mark Rosen, we love you, Mark, and we are excited. And it is going to be a great week. And you let me know if you want me to keep teaching some secrets of success from the richest man that ever lived. What were his secrets? We're going to be talking about that today. And it is going to be a great day. A few things you need to do. Number one, share this with as many groups as you're a part of. That helps them connect with what we are doing. If it's what listening to, it's what sharing. You know, sharing is caring, like they say. So let's get busy. It is going to be amazing. Now, why do we call it a secret? If it's not a secret, everybody would know it and everybody would do it. But it is a secret, only a few find it. So we want to make sure we can reveal those things to you today. So are you ready? Are you with me? And we have a few things coming up. We have coming up in a couple of days from now, we have School of the Spirit. Oh my goodness. It is going to be tremendous. It is going to be tremendous. We're going to be talking about supernatural manifestations, but you need to register. You need to register. You go to psom.org and register for the School of the Spirit from the 20th to the 22nd of October. And it is going to be power-packed. If you can make it here physically, come. We would love to have you come. It is going to be very impactful. And I tell you, register for it. And you see, the whole reason why we are talking about, we are always giving you all these classes and things, is for you to be fully furnished. And by the way, when things are tough, when things doesn't seem to go your way, you have to be ready. You're not quitting, that you persevere. What am I saying? When we talk about success, I call it Solomon's success secret. Why is that? Because there are certain things that are not known to people, and people are working very hard. They are struggling in life, and they are thinking about, oh, maybe I'm not destined for greatness. But I'm here to tell you, you are destined for incredible things. You have to learn that your life matters. Your dreams are valid and vital, and it doesn't matter how long it's taken, you can still achieve those dreams. You can actually still achieve those dreams. It doesn't matter what people have said, what people have talked about, and told you could never make it. I'm here to tell you, God has something good that will happen. You know, you have to understand that even after you've experienced tragic failure in your life, either personal, professionally, it doesn't matter. Your dreams are still valid. Your dreams are still valid. What God has called you to do, you can actually still accomplish it. You know, we've been having this Monday night prayers, and God has been opening up, stirring up things in the spirit. And I'm telling you, you begin to see things that God is doing. You don't want to miss it again next Monday, but I want to encourage you to be a part of it, because we are taking off. We are building with a good foundation. But I'm here to tell you, when we talk about secrets are things that are unknown to other people except to those that are initiated into them. I'm talking to you today because you have made this decision to come and listen to me, and you're saying, okay, let me hear what this man has to say. What does he have to say? What I want to share with you are simple secrets that can guarantee your success. Let's look at the Bible in Joshua chapter 1 verse 8. It says, this book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, But you shall meditate upon it day and night, that you may observe to do all that I've commanded, all that is written thereof, and you will make your way prosperous, and you will have good success. What am I saying to you? It's time for you to begin to have good success. You need to have good success. Not just success, good one. Is different from having a bad success. You can be a successful criminal, but that's not good. That's definitely bad. So what I'm talking about, you have to have a clear understanding of what God is saying today. It doesn't matter what your background is. Listen, you have to understand that God is not looking for perfect people. He's looking for productive people. People that can produce. You might not be perfect to most people's standards, but definitely you can be productive. Your life can be fascinating. I hear some people say, but you know, I have retired, I'm old, and this. Please don't count yourself out. You are somebody great. You are somebody great, and maybe people around you have never known how great you are. God is about to bring you to a season of change where you are going to be moving and people recognize the greatness He's put in you. And I pray that you understand what I'm saying, because today God wants to do something new, something incredible with your life, You see, we were talking about how wealthy Solomon was. You know, he was so wealthy. I mean, just the temple he built for God, if you put it into this value, it was about $500 billion. That is for the temple. $500 billion. That is more than most countries put together. Most countries are still trying to get in the $2-3 billion range. I'm telling you, one man built a house for God for $500 billion. What more than all the rich people in the world today? What am I saying to you? Today, as you're listening to me, change is coming. You decided to come and listen to me because you wanted something new and something different. So we were talking about that yesterday, and I mentioned to you that, you see, what you have to do is you have to become a dreamer. For you to come into that place, one of the secrets I gave you, the first secret was, be willing to do what you've never done. Be willing to do what you've never done. You might be understood, but at the end of the day, people are going to recognize that you dared to do what others were afraid to do. You dared to do what others were afraid to do. You have to understand that God is going to do what He says in His Word. He is bound by His Word, and He will make it come to pass in your life. So what do? You have to understand that, regardless of your insecurities, idiosyncrasies, or things like people consider as a minus, God can use that and bring you to the place of victory. And I was talking about my story growing up in after the end of the Civil War in Nigeria, and everything was terrible, and people did not understand. Today people look at me and say, "Oh, you must have been born into wealth and things." It wasn't. It's not true. We were born just as the Civil War ended. Here, I didn't know what was going on in life, just a little baby and running around, trying to put pieces. My parents were trying to put the pieces of their life together. My dad had been arrested, shot, and they thought they killed him, but somehow God preserved him, and he came back after the war. I mean, the tragedy that would have happened in the family. I didn't even know who my dad was because my mom got pregnant and gave birth while he was, arrested and put in jail because he worked for the federal government. And because he wasn't supporting the rebels, they thought, they arrest anybody that is contrary to their cause. And so I was born, I didn't know. So when my dad came, I was very surprised. I said, "Who is this man?" And they said, "That's your dad," because I learned very quickly. Very, very quickly. I was a kid that grew up very fast. So I recognized all this, chaos happening, and they carried my dad he'd been in jail for a long time. He had his long beards and everything. But when he came as a conquering hero. And I was inspired by that. And he came and began to build a business. My mom was building her own business, and we started building. And the secrets of success I learned from them, I found that they are in the Bible. Be willing to do what you've never done. I mean, he worked for the government. And then now he's starting a business. He was doing something he has never done. Guess what? My mom was doing the same thing, building her own business and things. And I learned a lot of lessons. If you are going to be uncommon, one of the secrets is be willing to do what seems like it's impossible. Step out into that dimension. You'll be amazed what you will discover, that your dreams are obtainable. Your dreams are closer than you imagine. Your dreams too is necessary, and your dreams are essential. You begin to understand the big dreams you have in you is not a fluke. God put them there for you. What am I saying? Today, I want to give you number 2 point. Solomon had this secret that you need to know. The success secret I'm going to give you today is developing a passion for your dreams. You see, most people end up doing what their parents wanted. Solomon knew what he wanted, and he pursued it. Few people really know what they want. They did not realize that their dreams are either born within them, or some of the dreams are borrowed from other people. I know a lot of times people come to me, and when they come to me, the first thing I ask is, what has God called you to do? And some of them don't know, and I said, hang around, you're going to find out. And then second question is, how can he help you get there? So that question it's so simple, but it confuses a lot of people. Most people don't know what they're called to do. And even those that are called to do things, that tell me what they're called to do, I listen to them and I can see some of them borrow it from somebody else. It's not really their passion. They are good at it, but it's not their passion. They're not passionate about it. You see, you've got to develop a passion for what your dreams really are. You find out maybe what you're doing might be what your parents desired for you. Most people never pursue their own inner passion. Why am I saying this? You want to think about this now. Passionate people that are very passionate, become very powerful people. They become very powerful people. The next thing is passionate people will generate enthusiasm amongst people. When you're passionate, you generate enthusiasm amongst other people, and also they create waves of favor. When somebody sees a passionate person comes in, they are drawn to them. It is electric, it is magnetic about passion. Passionate people can create a wave, and passionate people stay focused on their dreams. You know, you get knocked down a few times doesn't mean you quit. You see, Solomon had a passion to create a magnificent and incredible monument for God, the temple and the house of the Lord. Now, he did not consult a committee, and he did not ask his nephews and his nieces for confirmation. He did not even present a survey to a neighboring leader of other country. He did it by himself. He had a passion. You know, some of us, we want to find out, can you confirm? Can you do this? No. Go back and discover what passion, what lights the fire in you, what keeps you excited, what dreams you have, that every day you get up in the morning and you are too excited about it to keep quiet. Are you with me? I hope this is helping you. You have to develop a passion for your dreams. I know Sonia's on here, and you know, every time I meet Pastor David and Sonia, the first thing that comes is telling me about the new books they have written. What a passion. I love that. They're writing new books. She said, I have another book coming out. And Pastor David said, I just have another book coming out. I'm like, wow. They are going and breaking barriers, writing books like it's like almost a chicken laying eggs, like that every 21 days. Or maybe every day they're writing a book. It's amazing to see that passion to write and tell their stories. I remember the first time we come, you know, that I was talking to Sonia, and she was telling, I said, write the books. And she got about writing the books. Amazing stories. You see, books can outlive you. Books can inspire a generation. Books don't need visas to get to places. Write those books, do those books, and people's lives are going to be blessed. Are you with me? You see, this is what I'm talking about. Passionate people, they create waves of favor. You see, you have to have a clear-cut goal of what God wants you to do. Do you really know what you want in this life? You might be 60 years old, 70 years old, 80 years old? Do you really know what you want out of life? Don't just say, I'm a Christian, and everybody just we're just waiting to thanking God. We're good Christians. We're serving the Lord. We go to church. We win souls here and there. No, what is your passion? You're in this world to live it out. Don't delay. Don't delay. It's time for you to get into what God has called you to do. Get into what God has called you to do. What am I saying? What will people remember you remember for you when your life is over? You've got to know what goals presently excite you and what goals actually energize you. When you're away from everybody else, what do you dream of becoming, of doing, of owning? You see, the thing about passion is this. Passion, you have to learn something about passion. Passion is your answer to pain in your life. You're going through a pain in your life, develop the passion to excel and to do something big. You failed, you're going through a rejection, you're going through a loss of something. Let your passion begin to answer that pain. Begin to build something. You failed a few times. It does not make you a failure. Failure is people's opinion. Failure is not fatal. It's not final. Failure is just one other thing you've learned how not to do it that way. So get yourself back, because it's time for you to step up and become what you're called to do. You see, passion is an answer to pain. Learn to build your own well of blessing in the places where you are and where you're hurting the most. Uncommon achievers, they learn something. They have learned how to use their pain of their past to birth a passion for the future. Every time I go through any pain in my life, I build something. Why? Passion is the answer to every pain I've ever felt. I don't get mad at those people. I just make up my mind, I cannot fail. I cannot back down. I'm going to build something incredible for the glory of God. So get yourself ready. You are about to enter an uncommon path. So I'm going to give you some 15 simple ideas that will help you achieve an uncommon dream in your life concerning knowing what you want. Know what you want. Develop a passion for your dreams. Number one, remember this. Dreams are born, or dreams can be borrowed. See, what dreams do you have? You have to stop borrowing the dreams of others. Think creatively. Use your imagination. Think illogically for a few days. What would you attempt to do if you know it was impossible for you to fail? If you knew that money wasn't an issue and time wasn't an issue, what are you passionate about, my dear friends? You're listening to me today. It doesn't matter whether you have the bill, you have money to pay the bills or not. Begin to develop the passion for your dreams. Stop staying in the sideline and watching others go by with life. You've got to understand it's time for you to dream. Number two, your dreams might require encouragement from other people at first. But eventually, your dreams will so overwhelm you that you are motivating others to follow you. You've got to come to the place where you believe so much in your dreams that others are drawn to it. You've got to come to the place where you no longer stay there and say, well, you don't understand, I need somebody to pump me up. No, somebody was asking me, how do you stay motivated? It's because there's a passion, there's a fire on the inside. I say to people will come and go, but the dreams are still valid and we are pursuing it because there is a mission beside the person. The person is born for a mission. You're not born to just be a person. You're born to accomplish a mission on earth. So discover that mission and pursue it. Pursue it all of your heart. It doesn't matter what circumstance you find yourself. You might go through a tough time today. Maybe unforeseen circumstances might happen that might change your plans, but it never changes your mission. Your missions go beyond the plans you've made. Your mission is what you were born to do. Your plans is how to get there. So I pray this is helping you and is building you up. Number three, your dreams does not always require the approval of everyone that you love. Sometimes you have to do some things that people that you love would not like. In other words, Some of them will sneer at you, some of them will envy you, and others will be too self-absorbed to care about your dreams. I'm saying this because I want you to get a hold of this. Not everybody is going to clap for you. Not everybody is going to celebrate you. Not everybody is going to be happy about the dreams and the way you've chosen to do it. Some people will say, well, I don't know, but I'm used to you being like this. Getting used to me being like this does not mean I don't have to change. I love you, but I'm not going to stay because you're comfortable with me. I must evolve. I must transform. I must become better. I must fulfill what I was born to do. So must you. I won't keep you in the place where you are. I'm going to provoke you. I'm going to provoke you to get up, wake up, stand up, and then size up. Are you with me? Get yourself ready. Number 4, your dreams can start with whatever is in your heart today. The big mistake people make is to wait till the future to start something. Don't ever do that. See, big things always have small beginnings. You have to always understand that. If you look at an oak tree, it begins as an acorn. It starts as an acorn and become a big oak tree. When I look at a seed, I see a forest. I don't see a tree. I see a forest. That one seed, that one idea can create businesses and hire people and do things. You see, this is how I think. This is how I think. And I'm sharing this with you so that you can wake up to it. Number 5, you already have what it takes to launch that dream in you. What is it that you have? One word: you have the desire. You have desire. Feed it and it will become a stronger desire. Desire what God desires. I remember Taylor Osborne was telling us this many years ago. He said when he was with F.F. Bosworth, F.F. Bosworth said to him, he said, Tommy, if you want the Holy Spirit to be on your side, desire what God desires for the same reason he desires it, and the Holy Spirit will always be on your side. In other words, you've got to come to the place where you understand that your desire is enough to start your dream. Do you have a desire? Do you want to build something big? Launch out into the deep. If you don't launch out into the deep, staying in the boat, you will never know there's a lot of fish assembled for you to catch. Number 6, your dreams sometimes require a true hunger for attainment. In other words, you see, look at a little child and how they play with food. Is the child really hungry? Not necessarily. You find that the child would prefer to get out of the high chair and go and play. Their passion and their desire is to play with friends. Some of us have stayed in that place playing with our food instead of getting out and doing what we're called to do. Stop dabbling with your dreams. You will never accomplish a dream without being hungry for it. Your hunger determines your pursuit. You can never pursue what you have no hunger for. Number 7, your dreams must become an obsession in your life. You must dream it, sleep it, talk it, walk it, write it everywhere. You must become passionate with that dream. Are you with me? Number 7, you have to become very obsessed with that dream. Many things are important, but an uncommon dream always determines what you do first every day. Are you with me? Oh my goodness, is this helping you? I believe that today you are starting on your road to progress. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? You are coming into the place of greatness. You're coming into the place of newness. I'm going to continue tomorrow. I pray that today this has helped you, give you a good start, because we are talking about Solomon's success secrets. I hope that you understand that the subtopic for today is you must have a passion for your dreams. You must have a passion for your dreams. Without passion, you have no pursuit. The proof of your pursuit, of your desire, is your pursuit. If you don't pursue it, you have no passion. I listen to people, the first thing that comes out of them is their passion. When people are telling me what they're doing and there's no passion, guess what? I tell them, why not do what you're really passionate about? I'm just trying to save your time, save your energy, because you